first, right here at 5 o'clock, we've got some breaking news to share with you. JCPS will head into virtual learning both tomorrow, Friday, and on Monday for all of its schools. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shay McAllister.
We knew it was a matter of time watching what's been happening around us. This news coming into us just the past 30 minutes. The district sending out an email about an hour ago citing an increase in widespread illness among staff and the students. As we've told you, the flu has been sweeping through Kentucky in a big time and not getting any better, with a knockout punch that has closed many school districts across our region, as you can see on the map we're showing you right now, or move them to online instruction from home. JCPS is now the biggest of them all to move to NTI, and again, they're going to be on NTI tomorrow and Monday. JCPS also says all extracurricular activities will continue as planned.
Well, just minutes after we got that news from JCPS, Oldham County Schools sent out a notice saying they would be closed tomorrow without NTI. The district said they will be using a makeup day in accordance with the calendar and use this day to get all of their buildings sanitized.
Now we move to our other top story at 5. We're covering the Humana Tower in downtown Louisville. It's going to be on the market. That's right, for sale soon. The iconic building will empty by the end of the year to get ready for a new buyer. Our Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley have been talking to some people who were at the tower's ribbon cutting. It opened in 1985.
They call it the end of an era, but are anticipating the possibilities of what could come next.
It's like a Ferrari. I mean, it is so well designed and it is so unusual, and you know, it's truly a world-class building.
The Humana Tower on West Main Street will be up for sale soon. WHAS11 News confirms Humana is putting the property on the market the coming weeks, and they're consolidating staff into another building less than a mile from the tower. With the news, real estate developer Andy Bleeden is feeling nostalgic.
It's probably the most iconic building in Louisville. It's like, you know, museum quality, like a piece of art.
Historian Tom Owen.
It's painful to see that iconic structure go through a nervous, anxious period as to what's next.
A Humana spokesperson said in a statement, quote, following the consolidation of our campus footprint, Humana will remain a strong anchor for the downtown Louisville business community, with our company and our employees providing a positive impact for the city. The building isn't vacant yet, but as employees start to move out, community members are hoping the future of this building is looking up.
I think it could be a regional or national or international headquarters.
I would hope that some new corporate buyer might come there, but no one knows.
Some with ties to the Grand Tower, hoping its legacy remains a hub for business. In downtown Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
Humana has not made that listing agent public and said the properties won't be listed with a sale price. Humana says all employees are expected to move out by the end of the year. Employees will move to the Waterside and Clock Tower buildings in downtown. And our team here at WHAS11 has documented every step of the Humana building from construction to the opening of that tower back in 1985. You can watch our special vault coverage tonight at 9 o'clock on WHAS11 Plus. That app is free to download on Roku, Apple, and Fire TV.
And right here tonight, high school and college students across the state rallied in Frankfort today, urging lawmakers to effectively enforce the prohibition of selling nicotine products to people who are under the age of 21.
Our senior photojournalist, Alyssa Newton, went with students today as they shared their perspectives and their stories.
First on the agenda today, we have Wash Away Nicotine Youth Advocacy Group.
We are here for a very important issue. Our program is the #Icon in the Trend program at the University of Kentucky. We are a youth education and prevention program focused on tobacco issues, as well as over 150 youth from all across the state of Kentucky.
We're here at the Capitol Annex, and what we're doing today is we're really trying to outreach to the legislative front about the problem with nicotine.
We will go to legislative meetings, go in with a group of students, give statistics, facts, personal experiences, and just give them a true understanding of what the problem is.
Technically, y'all are my bosses, okay? Okay.
I think we need to enforce it more. I feel like if we have them getting checked who they're selling to, maybe reduce the sales to youth.
We want retail licensure, we want annual compliance checks, and we want stronger penalties for what happens to the retailers. In our opinion, the youth are the ones being targeted.
High schoolers who are currently vaping, the national average is about like a 3%, maybe closer to 4%, and Kentucky's is at a 19.7.
Our generation will become the future of this country, of the state, and so you almost have to wonder, what will their futures look like if this continues?
To look around the Capitol today and to see the number of youth from all across the state that are here to advocate not only for their own health, but also for the health of their peers, kind of helps to restore your faith in the future.
Here's what needs to happen. We need stronger enforcement of the Tobacco 21 law. Every delay costs more lives. Every loophole in legislation lets addiction thrive.
It is an opportunity to protect public health, to protect the public health of our youngest generation.
Make a difference.
Our senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton putting that story together for you today in Frankfort. Now, advocates we also spoke with today say they expect a bill relating to this legislation to be filed in the coming weeks.
Multiple tornado warnings were issued this morning, and at least one tornado did touch down in Kentucky. You're taking a look from our drone here. The National Weather Service officials identified a trail of storm damage in the northeastern part of Hart County, where an EF1 tornado with estimated wind speeds of 95 miles per hour touched down. Survey crews reported it caused damage about a mile south of the LaRue and Hart County line, and you can see it there, damage on both sides of the road.
Well, here last night at 11 o'clock, we came on the air. The thunder was so strong in Louisville, it shook our building a little bit. But Ben, Louisville escaped severe weather like that. How close did it come to us overnight after all?
Yeah, thankfully that stayed about 50, 60 miles to the south of Louisville, again impacting northeastern Hart County. We do have some more showers and thunderstorms starting to move into areas just off to the south of Louisville, south of Interstate 64. This batch of showers and thunderstorms moving to the east at about 40 miles per hour. It is not severe, although there might be a little hail mixed in with some of the heavy rain at times and the lightning and thunder. Heading toward Munfordville at about 4:15 Central, and then into Bardstown, Magnolia, Raywick here over the next hour or so. All these areas before 6 p.m. Eastern time. And this little batch of showers and thunderstorms, notice moving off to the southeast by around 7, 8 o'clock. And then we're going to be clearing out later tonight behind this cold front and chilling down to near freezing as we get started tomorrow morning. And a cooler day tomorrow with highs in the 40s with a mix of sunshine and some high clouds over the area, but all dry for our Friday. Our temperatures, I mean, there is a big range here. We have 30s to the northwest behind that front, cold 37 in Paoli. And then still ahead of the front near 60 degrees in Campbellsville. So we're going to see those temperatures dropping off from north to south. So a low of 33 degrees with that clearing sky tonight, around 40 at noon tomorrow, and our high temperature in the upper 40s with some dry conditions for your Friday. Just a brief break of dry weather before the rain returns on Saturday. And then next week, we could be talking about the return of some snowfall. So we've got a lot to cover coming up in our Weather Impact Team forecast.
All right, Ben, thank you. A federal judge is blocking the White House from implementing its buyout offer for federal employees.
It comes on what was set to be the big deadline day coming up for more than 2 million federal workers. The offer from the White House is now to quit now or get paid through September or risk being fired. The buyouts are part of Elon Musk's effort to cut the federal government workforce under President Trump in order to save money. Democrats are pushing back on Musk's plan, with a Treasury Union president even urging workers to reject the deal.
He is trying to puppet master Trump's decisions about everything.
If you sign this document and then later change your mind, you are left without any power to fight back.
The federal judge blocked the buyout offer until at least Monday afternoon, when there's going to be another court hearing.
More than 100 alleged members of a Venezuelan gang could face charges and deportation after being arrested earlier this morning. ICE agents carried out the raid in Aurora, Colorado, with help from dozens of other federal agencies. It's part of President Donald Trump's executive orders to address the national emergency at the southern border. We spoke with Kentucky Senator Rand Paul today, who called on all Kentucky city leaders to adhere to the orders and warned of the consequences if they didn't.
You know, if they decided they weren't going to obey the federal law is supreme in the land. There is a supremacy clause of the Constitution. And so what happened and what does happen is if you go to court, there'll be a court case. If either mayor of any city says we're not going to cooperate with ICE, with the immigration control folks, it would be breaking the law. They could be punished for breaking the law. They could be removed from office. They could be imprisoned if they don't obey the law.
The senator also claimed the vast majority of Kentuckians agree with the executive orders to find and deport undocumented immigrants. Today, auctioneers west of Indianapolis are selling more than 29 items seized as evidence in the Jamie Knoll investigation. Jamie Knoll is the former Clark County sheriff, now in prison after pleading guilty to 27 felonies last fall. One item up for auction, a train locomotive seized last March. Indiana State Police believe it was a military surplus that Knoll took for himself. Other items include several Milwaukee power tools, shipping containers, and rollback truck. As part of Knoll's plea agreement, he has to pay back at least $3.1 million in restitution.
Right now in southern Indiana McDonald's, they're raising money to support Orange County, Indiana Deputy Zach Andre. He was shot several times on January 3rd while responding to a stalled vehicle near West Baden Springs, Indiana. The suspect, Austin Shepherds, was then killed by Louisville Metro police officers here in Louisville 2 days later after fleeing the scene. The fundraiser ends at 7 tonight. It's located on Charlestown Road in New Albany. If you're unable to make it out today, we've got a link to donate to Andre directly, and it's located at WHAS11.com.